Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Only to us in the profession, but to the community members that we serve.
Micah and Cher, we're here where that arrest went down. Federal prosecutors say that Deputy Kenneth Collins bragged about having a team made up of cops with guns that could transport the drugs safely without legitimate law enforcement catching on. Deputy Kenneth Collins, a 15-year veteran with the LA County Sheriff's Department, has been arrested for allegedly agreeing to supply security to transport narcotics in exchange for large sums of cash.
And in looking at what happened here, it's certainly kind of a kick in the gut to all of us, not only to us in the profession, but to the community members that we serve as well.
Deputy Collins and 3 others were arrested this morning during an FBI sting operation in a Pasadena parking lot near the Rose Bowl. 50-year-old Collins of Chino, along with 51-year-old David Easter of Hyde Park, 34-year-old Grant Valencia of Pomona, and 56-year-old Maurice Font of South LA, allegedly thought they were meeting up with drug traffickers to provide security for the transportation of large amounts of cocaine and meth to Vegas. But the drug traffickers were actually undercover agents there to arrest them. Collins and his crew had apparently been under a federal investigation for months after allegedly providing security for illegal marijuana grow facilities and helping with distribution.
Sometime during the summer, possibly August, when we were first notified of this, we immediately reached out to our federal partners and together have worked our way through this.
According to court documents, undercover FBI agents began meeting with Collins in August. Federal prosecutors say on at least 2 occasions, Collins agreed he and his crew would oversee the transportation of narcotics from the LA area to Vegas in exchange for cash payments. He allegedly flashed his badge and gun at one meeting to show he was law enforcement and therefore valuable to drug organizations. Collins reportedly met one of his co-defendants, Valencia, a few years ago when Collins was teaching a life skills class for adult ex-offenders. And according to Collins' Facebook page, when he's not fighting crime or allegedly committing crime, he's a much sought-after motivational speaker and life coach.
Hey guys, I'm Ken Collins, transformational coach. I want to talk to you guys just really quick about something that's I think that's really important.
Now, if convicted of the drug trafficking conspiracy that's laid out in the criminal complaint, each defendant could face life in prison. For now, reporting live here in Pasadena, Mary Beth McDade will send back to you guys in the studio.
Dirty cop busted running drugs, protecting drug lords and selling police beatdowns. An LA County Sheriff's deputy was arrested and charged for his role in massive drug trafficking operations worth millions of dollars. By Jack Burns, January 20, 2018. Los Angeles CA Kenneth Collins, a 15-year veteran of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, was arrested this week in an undercover FBI sting operation. Collins, along with 3 alleged accomplices, were arrested and charged this week with conspiracy to distribute controlled substances. It turns out the drug traffickers were actually FBI agents who informed Collins they would be transporting nearly 45 pounds of cocaine and more than 13 pounds of methamphetamine. Arrested with Collins are David Easter, a 51-year-old Hyde Park resident, Grant Valencia, a 34-year-old from Pomona, and Maurice Font, 56, of South Los Angeles. In the past, Collins used to mentor ex-convicts through a program called Emerging Leaders. Now the career cop is forced to confront the possibility he, too, may spend time behind bars. According to KTLA, Collins had been rumored to be a dirty cop, often accepting bribes in exchange for protecting drug dealers and their operations. The FBI investigated, set their trap, and caught their badge-wearing criminal who was believed to be the ringleader. Advertisement. He apparently bragged to the undercover FBI agents he could also arrange beatdowns in exchange for cash as well. On Tuesday, Sheriff Jim McDonnell announced the arrest and stated Collins would be suspended without pay pending the outcome of the investigation. In a separate statement, the Sheriff's Department called on the public to not allow the arrest to overshadow their belief in the department as a whole. The statement reads in part, As outraged as the public may be over these accusations, I guarantee you the men and women of the sheriff's department are twice as upset. Except for the ones who were in on the scam. Collins believed he would be getting $250,000 in exchange for providing a police escort for the transport vehicles. He even bragged, according to the criminal complaint, that he has transported even greater quantities of controlled substances in the past and is trusted by large-scale drug traffickers. It's unclear whether or not the braggadocious officer was actually involved in security/trafficking operations throughout the state of California, but he claims to have been providing security for drug running in LA, San Bernardino, as well as Lancaster. Equally disturbing to some may be Collins' claim the other men were also law enforcement officers. Valencia is a convicted felon, Easter is not, but Font's affiliation with law enforcement remains unclear. Collins was first contacted in August by an undercover agent posing as a wealthy investor interested in setting up an illegal grow house. Collins offered to facilitate the sale of $4 million worth of marijuana each month. Collins reportedly told the undercover agents, by virtue of being a law enforcement officer, he was better equipped and adept at thwarting the detection of law enforcement. We're cops, all of our transports make it through. Collins took cash from the undercover agents for various odd jobs. In addition to the $5,000 good faith money they gave him for security protection, they also paid him $2,000 to locate a man with which the undercover said he was having issues. That money was likely given to Collins to get him to use the police department's computer system for personal gain. United States Attorney Nicola T. Hanna described the arrests as an effort to root out corruption, particularly when it involves sworn law enforcement officers. Hanna said in a statement, Deputy Collins sold his badge to assist an individual he thought was a drug trafficker. The successful sting operation to arrest a dirty cop comes amid several high-profile cases involving law enforcement officers. In May, ex-La County Sheriff Lee Baca was sentenced to 3 years in jail for interfering with an FBI investigation involving alleged jail abuses of inmates by corrections officers. And in June, LA police officer Robert Kane was arrested and charged with multiple felonies, including having sex with a teenage member of the Police Explorers program. Hopefully, the FBI won't stop with Collins but will also turn its attention to sex trafficking of minors by police officers. As TFTP reported, Jasmine Abuzlan was trafficked throughout at least 7 police departments in the Bay Area. Along with her lawyers, she has successfully sued and won settlements and is taking down those departments one by one. The FBI should be bringing charges against those officers, but to date, no officer has been criminally charged for having sex with Abuzlan.
County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But you know, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, you know, at least I can do it. You know, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.